Good morning, children. Welcome to the English class. Open your textbook, page number 130. So, today let us learn the lesson The New Flower, which is written by Ruskin Bond. So, the lesson The New Flower is the life experience of the writer Ruskin Bond. It is about the writer and the little girl named Usha. While roaming the hills of Missouri, they both discover a new flower that both could not recognize. So, let us now go through the lesson and find how they discovered that new flower and which is that flower. Supplementary reading The New Flower, written by Ruskin Bond. One of the most delightful experiences of walking in the hills is coming across unusual little known flowers. It was the first day of spring according to the Hindu calendar, but here in the Himalayas it still seemed midwinter. A cold wind hummed and whistled through the pines, while dark rain clouds were swept along by the west wind, only to be tossed back by the east wind. So, the writer is telling that it is a lovely experience of walking in the hills, and when we come across an unusual means a different little known flower. As the writer was walking through the hills, it was the first day of spring season according to the Hindu calendar. But in Himalayas, it seemed like still it is midwinter. A cold wind was blowing from all the sides through the pine tree. I was climbing the steep road to my cottage at the top of the hill when I was overtaken by 9-year-old Usha hurrying back from school. She had tied a scarf round her head to keep her hair from blowing. Dark hair and eyes and pink cheeks were all brought out by the patches of snow still lying on the hillside. So, as the writer was climbing the steep road, means like a slope to his cottage, he met a 9-year girl, Usha, who was hurrying back from school to home. She had tied a scarf round her neck so that her hair doesn't blow, and she had dark hair and eyes. She had pink cheeks, which were all brought out by the patches of snow which were still lying on the hillside. Look, she said, pointing a new flower. It was a single butter yellow blossom, and it stood out like a bright star against the drab winter grass. I hadn't seen anything like it before and had no idea what its name might be. No doubt its existence was recorded in some botanical tome. However, for me it was a new discovery. Shall I pick it for you? Asked Usha. No, don't, I said. It may be the only one. If we break it, there may not be any more. Let's leave it there and see if it seeds. So, the girl, she said, pointing at a new flower to the writer to look at that new flower. So, the flower, it was a single flower with butter yellow blossom, and it stood like a bright star against the drab means colorless winter Drab means colorless. Colorless winter grass. The writer hadn't seen anything like that flower before, and he had no idea what may be its name. There was no doubt in its there was no doubt that that flower maybe existed in the botanical tome. Means somebody have studied about that flower in that in the department of botany. However, for the writer it was a new discovery. So the girl asked the writer, shall she pick that flower for him? The writer said, no need to pluck that flower, as it may be the only one, and he told her that let us leave that flower and see whether it seeds. We scrambled up the slope and examined the flower more closely. It was very delicate and soft petaled, looking as if it might fall at any moment. So the writer and the girl, they scrambled up, means they climbed up the slope and examined. They saw the flower from very close. The flower, it was very delicate and it had a soft petals. When they looked at it, they felt that it may fall at any moment, and it will be finished if it rains, said Usha. Usha says that if it rains, that flower may die. And it did rain that night. Rain mingled with sleet and hail. It rattled and swished on the tin roof. But in the morning the sun came out. As Usha said, on that day night there was a heavy rain which was mixed with hailstones and small ice. The rain made a sharp knocking sound and a rushing sound on the tin roof. But the next day morning, once again, the sun rose. I walked up the road without really expecting to see the flower again. And Usha had been right. The flower had disappeared in the storm. Two other birds, unnoticed by us the day before, had opened. It was as though two tiny stars had fallen to the earth in the night. As Usha had said if it rains the flower may die out, so the flower had fallen because of heavy rain last night. But the other two birds, which were unnoticed by the writer and the girl, had bloomed, and it was like two tiny stars that had fallen to earth in the night. I did not see Usha that day, but the following day, when we met on the road, I showed her the fresh blossoms. They were still there 2 days later when I passed by. But so were two goats grazing on the short grass and thorny thickets of the slope. I had no idea if they were partial to these particular flowers, but I did know that goats would eat almost anything, and I was taking no chances. Scrambling up the steep slope, I began to shoo them away. One goat retreated, but the other lowered its horns, gave me a baleful look, and refused to move. It reminded me a little of my grandfather's pet goat who had once pushed a visiting official into a bed of nasturtiums, so I backed away. So the writer he says that on that day he didn't see Usha, but the following day when they met on the road he had shown her the fresh blossoms, the fresh flowers. And also after 2 days the fresh flowers were still there. When the writer was passing by, he also saw two goats which were grazing on the short grass and thorny thickets of the slope. Thickets means a dense group of bushes or trees. So the goats were grazing in that grass and thorny thickets of the slope. The writer had no idea if they were partial to these flowers, but he knew that the goats would almost eat eat anything, and the writer didn't want to take any chance. So he climbed up the steep slope and he began to shoo them away. He began to shoo the goats away. One goat retreated, means went back. Okay, one goat went